let's say I'm gonna start unpacking these conversations, and once I start unpacking them, then I can go forward with the mission of this podcast. So this episode, I may yell, scream, cuss, shout. So today is week 3 of going to chemo 4 days a week. So for those who don't know, if I don't know if I even shared this, I go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm starting to learn a lot about this whole process. Some things I knew, some things I'm learning, some things I'm understanding. So I try to give a little, and I'm gonna give more of what's going on, how this process works, because I keep getting, every time I say something, I keep getting, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. And I think I kind of been just lightly touching on some things. But if this is exhale, then I'm gonna exhale, and I'm going to go in a little bit more detail. So before I go into this exhale moment, I want to give some flowers to my warriors, and also some flowers to people who support and uplift me. And I also want to give a congratulations to the people. If you got somebody who's going through something, going through the journey, the people who support you, because they are involved just as much as it's happening to you. So I want to give my warriors a shout out. I want to start off with Miss Johanna Fair. I want to give a shout out to Mary Cunningham, and I'll come back to Mary Cunningham in a little bit. Give a shout out to Mr. Jake Roberts, Mr. Elliot West, Miss Susan McBride. Give a shout out to my warriors going through the journey. Stay strong. Stay strong. I want to give a shout out to my sister, Lala. She sent me some cream, and it helps. So I'm thankful for her, and thankful for her sending me some hydrating cream. And I probably should show it. I wasn't even thinking on that level, but I'll show it another time. So shout out to Lala. Appreciate you. Love you. So now let's unpack some of these. Unpack this conversation or this topic. People asked, really want to know what I do. What's my motive, and how do I keep going? Well, let's go through how my week go. How it's been going for the last couple of weeks. So Monday, which is today, which I just came home. I've been home for about an hour from chemo. It's Monday afternoon. So I've been home for about an hour, a little bit over an hour. Am I tired? A little bit. But this is the day that I can move. I can do some things. But I know, later on I'm gonna be sleepy. So if you don't know, if it's your first time tuning in to this. If you're dealing with somebody who's going through chemo and radiation, just know they're going to be tired. Depending on how many times they're going and what kind of procedure they're getting, it depends on that and their body type. But I'm tired. Do I feel it? Yes, but this is the day that I am pushing. I'm pushing for a few different reasons. So Mondays are, I could say, I can kind of do a little bit. Tuesdays is a little bit rougher. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I don't have no energy. Fridays, I've been getting up and do my normal routine, haircut, go to the store, whatever the case may be. And I try to do that on Saturdays. I try to go to the gym if possible. But usually around Saturday afternoon, I am completely down. Sundays are the same. Then around Sunday evening, I'm getting in the mind frame of let's get it together for next week. And what does down look for me? I'm probably sleeping, laying down, laying around, trying to get it together, trying to hold it together. Of course, a lot of people don't see that. Yeah, that's fine. So, which brings me to Monday or Sunday. So Sunday, I say I'm normally laying around, trying to get together for Monday. Then all of a sudden on Mondays, I wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning, and I have this motivation. Now they saying if you wake up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, that's the time that God is talking to you. And they also say, depending on what side you are looking on, that 2 to 3 or 4 in the morning is also the witch hunt hours, which explains why a lot of stuff happened at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So it all depends on which side of you looking at. So this morning I woke up, and you have to understand, I have, for those asking how do I get through this, I have 2 different sides. And one side is the beast. And the beast come with a lot. I'll explain. Like this morning I woke up ready. And the first thing I did is send a text to my loved ones. Will it be something small, something big? I didn't respect no answer back, but it's just me sending my prayers and my shout outs to them. Just have a good week. Then I have this strong sense I get pissed because I'm actually going through this, and being pissed come from a long line of things. So it's not, or maybe I should say what kind of beast it is. So it's not that I can't be beat. I can't be beaten. But if you're going to beat me, that's just what the hell you're going to have to do. You're going to have to beat me. See, I fear nothing. I can walk through fire. When I walk past the graveyard, I talk to him. See, I had that mentality. That's the mentality I had this morning. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to go. I go to chemo strong. Now I don't want to be quiet. I'm in there. Let's shake it up. But I also know on the other side, a lot of people don't. It's a serious matter. A lot of people don't think like that. So yeah, I had that spirit. Let's fucking go. Let's go. That's the spirit I had this morning. Now, a lot of things I get confirmations on. So I don't know if you've been listening to me. I told you last Monday when I went, I met two people who I've never met and had different reactions. One was Mr. Andy. Two is Miss Mary. I never got Miss Mary's name because Miss Mary was, like I said, a lot of people don't see it the same. A lot of people are who don't want to be bothered, and so be it. This is a serious matter. Going through chemo or radiation is a serious matter. So Miss Mary appeared to be someone who didn't want to be bothered. Now, by the end of the time when I met Miss Mary, last week I had my headphones on. I was dancing in the chair and just trying to talk to her. She wasn't feeling it. But by the end of it, she was patting her foot, dancing with me in the chair. And I didn't know Miss Mary's. I didn't get her last name, and that was my bad. But I got it now. Mary Cunningham. And I met Mary Thomas too. It's two Marys. And when I walked in this morning, now mind you, I haven't seen Miss Mary since last Monday. So when I walked in this morning, the same lady who appeared and didn't want to talk, you guess what she said when I walked in? So if you've been following me, and you've been listening to me, she said, Jay, I'm a thermostat. Well, damn. Let's go, Miss Mary. See, I've talked about previously about thermometers and thermostats. See, a thermometer go up and down according to its environment. A thermostat tells the environment what the fuck is going to be. See, I found a lot about Miss Mary today. Like I said, she appeared to not want to be bothered. For good reason. But when I walked in, she said I was a thermostat. Now you're listening to me. Now I'm really, all right, walked in on 10. Now I'm on 110. Let's go, Miss Mary. Miss Mary has 2 kids. Older kids. Miss Mary is 67. 2 kids. And I won't tell too much for her business. But no one to support Miss Mary. Now I get it. Now I get watched like that. But now, so as I walk in and she says she's a thermostat, she's setting the temperature and she's telling it what it's going to be. Now whatever else that meant, so be it. But Miss Mary's listening. Miss Mary, you listening? Yes. She told me a few more things about it, but anyway. So my motor's on 100 right now. So people ask, how do I stay so motivated? Stuff like that. And my mindset. I told you, and I can't be beaten, but that's what the fuck you gonna have to do, is beat me. So I'm not sure what you're going through. But whatever you're going through, be the thermostat and tell whatever it is, that's what it is. So that alone is sort of how I be. I trick my mind. And if you start telling yourself something, you eventually start believing it and you'll walk in it. See, I know when I talk, I know a little bit, I sound like I'm down. Try to keep the same level. But I do walk in joy. And don't get the joy confused, because that same joy, I can definitely take you down in my joy. See, I know what I am. I know what I am. But that's me. See, when stuff changes for you, it make you change. So I'm saying whatever you're going through, whatever it is you're going through, it don't gotta be an illness. It can be whatever the case. Do that shit. Stand on business and walk in it. There's a lot of people out there who gonna mock you, gonna intimidated by you. They're gonna joke about you. So what? So I'm going to the gym Saturday. Now, normally when I go to the gym, I lift heavy, I wear something called a slingshot. And a slingshot, if you ever hurt yourself, it protects you from, when you're lifting heavy, from your arms going like this. It makes you keep your arms out, or in, instead of out. That's how you hurt yourself. But I wear a slingshot. Now, you know what I mean? People ask me where I get that slingshot from, and what is it for, and where did I get it? And I share, because I don't believe in that. When I walked into the gym Saturday, I saw 3 people with a slingshot. You know what they said? Man, this thing worked. Thanks, bro. Could I have got mad? Some people ask where I've been at in the gym. My DNA is all in here. I'm here. I was just having this conversation Saturday. So if someone is doing something that you are doing, and take that as a bow. Say thank you. Because you got power. You don't even know it. But I would also say, maybe next time you might not want to share so much. The little things become big things. So just some advice. But take it as a pat on the back. You got that power. You got that influence. So that's how I take that. So I'm thankful for all of that. Now, back to what else do I do? How do I fix my mentality to be different? Like I said, what are your whys? Do you have a why? I have a lot of whys, and my whys ain't gonna help you. What are your whys? Stick to your whys and let that motivate you. See, a lot of people see me upbeat, but they don't see when I'm down. Because I have my down moments. And that's fine. Yeah, that's fine if you have down moments. Everybody slips up. Get back on your feet. But best believe if I've had down moments, it's only going to take a few minutes and I get it right back to being me, to being positive. And one thing that I'm learning, and what I'm starting to tell people who I care about, is watch how you talk to yourself. Meaning, once you start talking negative about something, or you have the slightest negative thing, you already put negativity into it. So it's saying like, you know what, man, maybe I can walk 2 miles. I'm just giving that an instance. Instead of saying maybe I can walk 2 miles, I'm gonna go walk these 2 miles. Because you hear yourself speak. See, I don't pray no more about things. I pray that he give me hope over my doubts. See, that's the difference now. See, I pray, help me fix my doubts. So be careful how you talk to yourself, because you hear yourself. So instead of saying you can't, you can. Or maybe I am. So on and so on. So that's how I'm able. See, a long time ago, this like I said, this is not about me anymore. So for the longest, I was saying it was about me. And then the man upstairs said, "Get off yourself, Jay. It ain't about you no more. I'm teaching you about others." Now, the man upstairs, when he said, when he want to get your attention, he'll get your attention. He didn't say how he'll get your attention. He just said he'll get it. So if he got to strip everything away from you to make you see. Now, I've said this before, and I lost a few people. But I'm glad that I'm going through this whole process, because I found out a lot about things. Found a lot about people. Found a lot about myself. Found a lot about situations. And see, everything ain't negative. See, a lot of good has come out of this. Started an LLC. Started my business. I expanded in my business. Meet awesome different people. I can name a few more. So I'm kind of glad. And the things that I asked for, that we're asking for, it's aligning. So sometimes you're going through something, it's probably a good thing. It's making you open your eyes to see something. Or set you up. So I'm thankful for that. And that's how I look at it. So hopefully that gives you a little insight. Yes, I do get tired. Yes, I do hurt. My hands hurt. But when people love you, they hear you. I don't want to say toys, equipment, because my hands hurt. Because I get chemo in my hands. And vice versa. So I'm learning a lot. I'm also learning a lot. If you love someone, you better tell them. Tell them you love them. And don't expect to hear it back. Because tomorrow's not promised. And the last thing I ever want to live again is to wake up and say, damn, I should have told him I love him. If you ever experience that, then you know where I'm coming from. So tell a person you love them, if you love them. Tell them what they mean to you. Like I said, don't expect it back. But if it's real, you continue doing it. How silly would it be for me to say, I'm not telling nobody I love them because they don't tell me back. That is dumb. Because all it takes is one bad thing to happen and bam. And if I ever say I'm coming to see you, know that I love you. Know what you mean to me, because everybody don't get that. See, I ain't gonna always forever be like this. I'm coming up out of it. A few more weeks. So people ask, how do I stay like this? Sometimes you gotta go into some dark places. But like I said, if you're in a dark place, it's okay. Just don't stay in it too long. Come on out of there. So I'm thankful for those who are listening to me. And it still blowing my mind that there's people out there who I don't know that are listening to me, that leave me a lot of comments. Don't worry about me. I'm doing it for us. Because I know a lot of people can't do it. And I'm not just speaking about cancer. I'm talking about whatever illness you have. See, I am starting to open this up to other things. See, this podcast was designed just for that. Now, the first few episodes that I'm having, or first few exhale moments I'm having, is going to be about me, because I don't care. But what's about to start happening is y'all going to meet a lot of awesome people who are going through a lot. And some of the stories I know, there's a lot of stuff I don't know, but you're going to hear from them. And how everybody has the same thing in common. I can't wait. So if I just touch one person to get one person's mind right, my task is done. So yes, in the next few weeks you will start hearing conversations from some awesome people who are going through the struggle. They're still awesome. You'll be amazed at what they've gone through. Like I said, first few episodes, it's about me, right? But it's going to be funny how their stories will sound a lot similar like mine. See, everybody got a story, and no one's story is better than nobody else's story. But a lot of things that are in common, and you will be surprised. So that is the motive for this podcast. This podcast, that's all I'm going to talk about. I'm not talking about anything else. I won't be talking about no relationships. Not that I'm better than anybody else, but I'll just say this. Just because you have a microphone in front of you, a lot of people put out the wrong shit. And I'll just say this for relationship topics. You ever notice the people who have relationship podcasts, none of them motherfuckers are in a relationship? Not even being a successful one. So all they're teaching you is how what not to do, or to do it and end up finding out. And the last thing, as me being 51 years old, I am not ever saying I am toxic. That is fucking crazy. At a certain age, if you saying you're toxic, you just fucked up. Call it what it is. But I hope no one is saying that. But they are. Like I said, to each his own. I digress to that. This podcast is about what I said it's gonna be about. Well, motivation. Let's put some motivation in the air. Back to relationship. I'm never ever going to talk about a woman because if I think about it, at least 5-6 women saved my life. A couple of nurses, my mama, sisters, teacher. How can I talk bad about them? I can't talk bad about women. Probably half of it, if I did, 9 times out of 10, I caused it. So I would never ever do that. So enough on the relationship stuff. But yes, next few weeks you will start hearing from other people in their story and their motivation and what got them through, what's getting them through. And for those that are out there, if you want to come on and share your story, because a lot of people don't want to share their story, but if you want to come and share your story, get at me. We'll go at your pace, and I'll leave the floor wide open for you. Like I said, after a while, I'm going to stop talking about me. It's just about everybody else. So hopefully that gives you a little insight on how I have my mindset. What's the negative things? I'm still not eating. I can't taste. So I think since I can't taste, that already sends a signal to me that I don't want to eat. I try the popsicles. I still eat them, but I can't eat too many of them because, now I can drink a protein shake now. I am going to eat today. I ate yesterday a little bit. So just know if you're dealing with somebody who's going through chemo radiation, they're not going to want to eat. They can't taste. Their hands hurt. Their body hurts. They're going to be extremely tired, especially if you're going 3 or 4 times a week. Some people go 5. Just like I said, Mondays are kind of when I can kind of push myself. Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, don't expect nothing out of me. And I know I'm saying that you should put that in the universe, but that's how it's been going. So, Thursday, Friday is, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. Losing some hair. All those things, man. It's part of the game. I know a lot of people say, you know what, you don't need to. A lot of people tell you not to do chemo radiation. There's other ways of doing it. And I'm sure there are. But what is your cost? What is your mindset? Whatever it is, do what you need to do for you. I only share about me. For those who never listen, whenever I'm talking about a topic, although I get my information from other folks as well, I always say me so I don't trigger anybody. And whenever I do this podcast, I'm only doing one take. I don't care if I mess up a word, my English is broken, I may come back or forget, or I mess up a sentence. I am not changing that up because I love how it sounds originally. Whether you're seeing me or hearing me, I'm not sure how you're looking at me right now, or however you're tuning in, podcast, on YouTube, whatever the case may be. So I hope that gives a little bit of insight on how I get through. But I will also say before I end this, I do know some things that I'm starting to find out that I shouldn't do. And I always say I don't complain. I do complain. I think this was the first time this weekend that I've said something to somebody else. So I went to the gym Saturday, and I don't know how to train regularly. See, me training regularly, to me, I gotta lift 400 pounds. I gotta do all the things I do. I don't know. I'll be wasting my time. See, this happened Friday night, and then it happened again yesterday. So I'm starting to know my limits of what not to do. And maybe because I'm going 4 times a week. But I start getting hot. My body gets hot, and it feels like I am ready to blow some chunks out. And I did that. It happened Saturday. And I think it was the first time that I said, hey, I'm starting to know my limits. So, appreciative of you, Shonda, for saying, go sit your ass down. So I'm starting to get it. But, like I said, I'm always going to be the person who push. Because in my mind, I push for everybody else. I got some walks coming up. It was supposed to be, the first one was supposed to be Saturday. I'm glad I didn't. But I'll wait till the weather is warmer. So next month, the third Saturday of each month, I'm going to walk 5K miles. Run. For anyone who is going through the struggle, whether I know you or not, I'm going to walk in your name. For those past and present. I got a t-shirt. I've been asking people for the names. I don't have that t-shirt with me, but I showed it last time. It has your name on it. I'll put your loved one's name on it and we'll walk for them. If you're able to come and walk with me, come and walk with me. If you can't walk with me, walk in unison with me, or wherever you at. So that's coming up. Excited about that. I did it. I was doing it for my mom on her birthday, but like I said, I'm extending it to everybody for all other means. So, yeah. So I appreciate y'all for listening. Like I said, I hope it just gives you a little insight on things that I do to help me get through my mindset. But I would say if you're also supporting someone who is going through whatever, make sure they rest. Try to, even you can, rest. But also try to get up and move around. If you can't walk as far, sit in a chair. Move your legs up and down. Try to walk as much as you can. If you want to go outside and smell some air. If not, walk around your place. Like I said, if you can't sit in the chair and move your feet, move your arms. Simulate walking. Try to stay active, try to do a little bit, because you could possibly be in the bed for 4 or 5 days straight. So, as the preacher would say, give me 5 minutes and I'll have you out of here. A preacher say, give me 5 minutes, you mess around, be 2 hours. My 5 minutes is more like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So I am appreciative if you listen this far. If you're going through the battle, I got your back. If anything I can do, reach out to me. However you're viewing me, listening to me, if it's in my power, I'll do it. And for those who are supporting someone that is going through the struggle, big shout out to you. Be patient with them. Be patient with them. All right? They might not respond. You know, man, I want to talk about it all the time. Like I said, because you do hear yourself after a while. And for those who are trying to go whatever you're going through, stop talking to yourself negatively. Stop saying words like I can't, it will, I don't know, I am. Once you put that little bit of doubt on it, it's too late. Alright? So I hope this exhale moment helps somebody. It helped me. And I'll catch y'all in traffic next time. Y'all be easy. God bless. Peace.